Carl, finally, just a word on obviously David Haye, your stablemate. Disappointing night for him.
I felt very, very sorry for the big man, and I spoke to him the day after his operation, and I just felt sorry for him, and obviously it was a bad injury, but I think both of them guys went into that fight, and people were kind of slating them because of the behaviour and the things that they were saying, but both came out kind of with more respect, because no one expected Tony Bellew to win. No one expected him really to get past 4 or 5 rounds, and David Haye had that terrible injury, and he continued for another 5 rounds with with flipping ripped Achilles.
Yeah.
So I think both of them come out with more respect than they went into the fight. So that's one thing you can take. But I felt very, very. I couldn't help but feel sorry for David, and I hope that he can come back.
It does make sense for a rematch to happen at some point, because a lot of people have got their views on it.
Or still doubts, but I think you gotta give both guys credit. I think
everyone thought Bellew was going to get knocked out in a round. A lot of people thought that.
I really did.
A couple of rounds, that's what the vibe was.
Yeah, and
so credit to him for that. Yeah.
I wasn't just saying that because David Haye's in my camp. I thought that I like Big Tony. I just thought David was too explosive and too powerful, and obviously there was a few question marks because of the injury and what happened. But don't take that away from Tony. He was brilliant tonight. That night I thought his head movement was fantastic, and he done what no one really expected him to do. So.
Do you think David could have been pulled out of the fight earlier, Carl?
I think that's difficult. And hindsight's a wonderful thing. I think that if Shane had pulled him out of the fight in the 6th round, David Haye would have been finished.
Yeah,
He'd have been ruined.
The stick he would have got for that.
And he asked him in the corner, "Do you want to continue?" He asked him a couple of times, and Haye said himself, "I have a puncher's chance. Keep me in." He wanted to stay in. David had an experienced team in his corner. He was talking to Jimmy Tibbs about the 8th round, I think, in as well. He asked him, "Should we throw a towel?" And he says, "Bellew's just looked like he'd punched himself out at a point in the fight. Keep him in for a while." And if it had been a proper heavyweight, I think Joshua, for example, the towel would have come straight in. But I don't think that Big Tony was hurting David that much, and David's always got a puncher's chance. So hindsight's a wonderful thing. I think it was a difficult decision for Shane. If he had it through, I think Shane probably saved. If there's going to be a career left for Tony or David Haye, Shane's probably saved it, because if he'd have pulled him out in the 6th round, he'd have been finished.
It's a shame, like I said, it added to the fight, but for David, it must have been heartbreaking just to know that he has to go on, and like I said, the 11th round, we've got to give him massive credit for that.
Massive credit. That injury is, it's a terrible injury to have. So, I think from the whole stuff with Klitschko and the toe, to come through something like that, no credit to him.
Absolutely. All right. Well, listen. When will you have some news anyway?
Next week, 10 days, hopefully. That
you just want to put that to bed, didn't you? Either way, either you're fighting Santa Cruz or you're not.
It's always good to get a name. If Santa Cruz, until that's completely dead in the water, I'll always have a wee bit of hope. But and I'll always be trying to fight him. But if not, then we look elsewhere. Alright, mate.
Alright, I'm coming up.
See you later, mate. See you later.
Alright, Carl, listen, thank you very much for giving us quite a bit of your time.
And, watch the second half of that fight now.
Thank you very much.